Commish AceCoach704 here once again. Tonight, talking about the good things, the features, and the good things that we're going to do in Madden 18 in the Primetime Elite League, better known as the PEL. Alright, so we kind of threw some ideas around. I asked for ideas about things that you want to see, things that, felt like would enhance the league. And this is what we came up with. And there's still more in my head, but I don't want to put too fast out there. Some things that didn't make it this year was a league YouTube channel, a league Twitter. I don't think we're ready for that just yet. I need more buy-in from everyone in the league to do those kind of things. But the things we're doing, I think, are really good. Things that I think will attract more of the type of people we need to take things to the next level in the league. And things that I hope will engage more people within the league to talk and be more interactive. I think there's a solid core of people right now that are consistently active, but there are some guys that we haven't seen since, most of Madden 17 ended. And, we can't have that to go to the level we want to go to in the league. So I'm going to continue to push the envelope, but I got to have everyone come with me. And, one of the things that I consistently look for in people is, activity. And I know the ones that are active and I know the ones that aren't. And when it comes down to it, we're going to get to a point where we're going to have 32 people and we're going to start having to let people go because of lack of, activity within, everything else we do besides playing games. So with all that being said, all right, so let's jump into what we want to do, or what we're going to do for features for the Primetime Elite League this year. First thing, weekly awards show. Not awards, good lord. Weekly league show. Every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. This is going to start August 15th. We've done this in the past, and in the past it was on Sunday nights, and I think now Sunday night's probably the best night for television. It's the last time you have with your family or, your significant other before your work week starts Monday for most people. So we changed it from Sunday to Tuesday because Tuesday is kind of a midweek thing where, something we can do before you head off to bed. It's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern time every Tuesday, starting August 15th, like I said. The reverse draft starts August 14th, so that show, August 15th, will probably be about who's where, some projections for the league. I'll go over league rules once again, some of these league features I want to talk about. And then some things with Madden 18 that are starting to come out that we see already. So that first show will be kind of an introduction, but we'll do it on a weekly basis, Tuesday nights at 10. If the time does change, of course, I'll let people know in advance of what it would be. But we're going to most likely stick to a weeknight around that 10 p.m. Time frame. Alright, so the next thing is going to be called Storyline Sundays, and I talked about this a little bit in Madden 17 towards the end, and I gave you a preview with the crazy-ass Chargers and some of the things that can happen in the storyline. And that'll be done every Sunday. It's going to be in a written form. I'm not going to do a video on that. And it'll be posted on the Daddy League site for everybody to read. And it'll be probably starting out one storyline for your team. And like I said, you can take that storyline and you don't have to wait till Sunday for me to do it. If you want to write additional stories for your team like some people did and started picking up on it and it was really good stuff, by all means, please do. I'm going to do additional stuff on the Bengals, and y'all know how crazy the Chargers got. Just wait till you see the Bengals and what we got in store. And like I said, this is just something fun to, give you added buy-in to your team and to the league, for that matter. So I expect some people to get some really good storylines, and I expect some people not to do anything at all with it, which I think is kind of sad, but I mean, that's just how it goes. So eventually we'll get to the point where everyone is doing, these kind of fun things to enhance the league. Next thing will be some pre-draft roundtable analysis. This was an idea Cody, the Titans, one of our co-commissions, came up with. And what we're going to do is me and the other co-commissioners, before each draft, will sit down somehow and we'll do a roundtable analysis of I guess each team, and then we'll talk about some of the draft picks that probably will come out pretty good. I think it's a really good thing. We've done that. Well, I've done it before. With 4 people, it allows us to kind of get some different perspectives and kind of go a little deeper than I can just by myself. So that'll be pretty cool, and we'll do that before every draft in the league. Post-draft, I'll continue to do the draft grades for all 32 teams. I've done that a couple different ways. I've written it out, and I've done videos. And I'm not really sure which way is most efficient. The videos, of course, take more time in putting them up, putting them together. Writing it out takes time too, because I like to be detailed, and I like to take a look at the draft classes afterwards, and then take a look at their development, so forth and so on. That's something that I really take some time to do right. So one of the 2 things, but that will happen after each draft in Madden 18. Of course, power rankings will be back on a quarterly basis. For those of you that don't know what quarterly means, some of you don't, so don't front. Quarterly means every 4 weeks. So that'll be after week 4, week 8, week 12, and then the final ones are done after the season is over. And that was what will kind of go into the order of the Owners Award show. And that's really the last power ranking at the end of the season. And then we have a little fun with that, and I'll get to that here in a second. But the power rankings will be back, and we usually I kind of reserve the comments for the top 10. Sometimes I feel a little more motivated and do everybody, but it'll probably just be top 10 with everything else that's going on this year in Madden 18. So that's will be another fun thing to look forward to. This year we are introducing what I'm calling sliding scale XP, and I think some other people are going to do this in their leagues also. Like I said, we're going to start at 300% for year 1, and then it'll decrease 30% for each season after that. So year 2 will be at 270, year 3 will be 240, year 4 210, year 5 180, year 6 150, year 7 120, and then year 8 will be at 100, and we'll stay at 100 year 8, year 9, and we usually get about 9 full seasons in. So that's what we're going to do. After year 9, we may go into the sim seasons again. I think that was a pretty cool way to kind of end things. I would have kept it going if we had more interest, but by the end we were down to about 9 people, and if it's not at least half of the league, I'm not going to keep going with that. So that's what we're going to do. I think that's going to help encourage team development. Of course, it's going to be a little more strategic because it won't be 300 every year. So you really have to pick and choose who you want to focus train, and that year 1's going to be really critical because those are going to be the guys that are going to be your featured guys for probably the whole league cycle if you manage your money right and are able to re-sign them. So I think that's going to be something that'll curtail some of these super players that we started getting towards the end of Madden 17, and have everyone be a little more balanced. But those that can build well will continue to build well, and those that can't, you'll just have to go out and buy free agents, which most people that usually do that suck anyway. So Anyways. The next thing, we're going to continue with the +3 attribute boost to yearly award winners. And for those of you that are new and don't know what I'm talking about, at the end of the year, Madden will do the yearly awards, meaning the MVP, Coach of the Year, Players of the Year, so forth and so on. If your player wins an award, they get +3 to any attribute they want. And I do include speed on that. No, it doesn't include speed. I'm sorry. That's not my own rules. So it goes anywhere except for speed. So a lot of people, if a lineman wins, they put it on strength, for example, or a receiver will get agility or acceleration or whatever, they might want it to be. And I'm going to throw this nugget out there. Stamina means more than you think it does. Look at your XP, see why it's so valuable. All right, I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm not saying anything else. So that will be back once again. I think that was an attribute everybody liked. It gives you an incentive to, have star players, and some of your older star players get that incentive, and how the XP kind of goes down for older players. Well, the boost kind of negates that. So there you go. Like I mentioned earlier, the Owners Award Show. In the chat, I posted the one award show I did last year. And the reason why I only did one last year was because once I started it, we started getting some turnover for different reasons. And once we have turnover, it's kind of hard to get to know everyone and develop the camaraderie that leads to those kinds of things. And I don't want to sit here and just say general stuff about people. So the Owners Award Show, as long as we're, pretty consistent in our membership, I'll continue to do it. The plan is to do it at the end of every season. And, we'll definitely do it at the end of year one. And then going forward, we'll continue to go with it. Preseason, I thought about doing one, but nah, not yet. Because we're still going to have some people that join us. We're going to have at least probably 4 new people join us into the league, so I want to get them in and get to know them a little bit. So the end of year one will be the first one, and then we'll go forward from there. It's a fun thing. The one I posted in the chat, I would, if you're new, you hadn't seen it, take a look at it. We have some fun, and you get to know the personality a little bit of some of these crazy fools that have been here for a while. Once again, no trade committees. One of the big things I believe in is building your team your way. We tried a trade committee when this league first started way back in Madden 16 when we were called the League of Legends. And it was just a pain in the ass to deal with because, people like making trades and, you're getting messages and, alerts and all this stuff about approving this trade and that trade. And if you don't approve a trade, people get mad. And, you get a BS trade and then people say, oh, I swear I'm going to do it. And I'll stay in the league if you approve it. It's just a big headache, man. We reserve the right to reverse trades if I feel they're one-sided. And I'm going to tell you guys now, I watch transactions like a hawk. And, if I see something stupid, I'm going to call you out on it and I'm going to ask you to reverse it. Okay, if you don't want to reverse it, fine. I'll edit the players, make sure they suck, and then once you do reverse it, I'll make the players good again. All right. So don't be stupid with trades, please don't. Because then if I keep seeing you do stupid trades, I'm gonna boot you just because you're not the right type for this league. Okay. Sim gameplay and smart managing of your team. Now I say your team your way, yes, but be smart with it. If you're just not football intelligent, don't make trades, man. Draft players, develop your own, and go that way. All right, we have some very savvy people in this league, including myself. And I don't trade rate people. I think I make the most fair trades out there, more so than some of these other guys in here, because I want it to be a great experience for everybody, point blank and period. So, no trade committee. There probably will never be one. As long as I'm running the PEL. Of Of course, we have Daddy Leagues. Daddy Leagues will be back once again. It's only $25 to renew it since we've been doing it for a while. So we'll have Daddy Leagues once again. And it's already up. You know, I've updated it with what we're going to do in Madden 18. The rules have been updated. The videos will be updated also on the main page. The carousel, you can slide through those videos. And the PEL intro header, if you hadn't seen that, Cody did a really good job with that. He's also making a hype video. That's what we'll be using in recruiting once we have to recruit some guys also. So, good things there with Daddy Leagues. Adult Group Me Chat. I actually have Kyle, one of the other co-commissions. He was the Bears last year. He will be monitoring the chat. I take this very seriously. A co-commission is dedicated to this. I don't believe in BS in the chat because the chat, you know, in CFMs, that is the lifeblood of your league. That's what people go to find out what's going on in the league, to chat with other people, things of that nature. It runs everything. And if we have BS in the chat, then the league, you know, it's a bunch of crap to me. So Kyle will be in there monitoring things, telling people to take things to DM, and I'm really going to be hard on that. And I'm trying to tell some people now, if you need something, go to DM. You know, you at me at the main chat, I'm going to DM you back most likely. Right now it's slow, so I'm not as strict on it, but once things pick up, use the DM. That's what it's there for. Alright? I don't mind you adding people. I don't mind general chat about, you know, other stuff like what's going on in the NFL or, you know, whatever it is. But to talk to someone directly, please use your DM, or, you know, we have phone numbers posted. You can even text them if you need to. Alright? Simple. Alright? Consistent, dedicated leadership. You guys know I put a lot of time into this. I'm going to tell you now, in August, well, starting around mid-August, things pick up for me with high school football up through probably end of November. So it's a very busy time. Sometimes it may take me a little bit to do things, but, you know, I'm going to do it. All right? So, got a burning question or something, or someone's bothering you, get cheated in a game or whatever. Don't worry about it. You know, I'll get to it. And, you know, I'm more than fair. I really try to be fair with no matter who it is that messes up. The commissions will tell you, I even get on them, you know, from time to time when they do something stupid. So, it's not just a one-way street here. Alright. We are well organized. That's one of the things that I try to do. I can't stand being in other leagues that are not organized, which is why I'm not in another organized league or a league period. I can't stand it. I will give an organized league a try if they match my philosophy, which is hard to find because, you know, we're kind of a hybrid. We're a sim league, but we allow you to do things your way, such as trades and stuff. There's not a lot of regulation there, but we are strict on the gameplay, and it's not easy to find that. And you know, I really do try to blend into other leagues, but it doesn't end well for me because my whole philosophy is different than most sim game commissioners, who I think just have control issues and they take it out on people in Madden. And you know, some people like that, and I really, you know, don't like it from the terms of managing your team. But anyways, we are very well organized. You're gonna know what's happening. We're gonna move as fast as we can with advances. I said that in the rules video, and let's reiterating it again. Contact your opponents 24 hours, and if it's not scheduled an advance day, don't get mad when I advance that shit, and you know, your game gets simmed or someone else gets a force over you. People that have been here know how it rolls. If you're new, that's how we roll. Alright, I don't like a lot of idle time, because idle time for us starts stupid bullshit. Mainly in the chat. And I try to avoid that at all costs. Alright. Like I said, we will be recruiting for some people, so if you know someone that wants a well-organized league and they're a sim game player, let me stress that, sim game player that's not stupid with the moves they make, you can invite them in or let me know, and we'll be glad to invite them in, and they'll choose after the reverse draft, which starts August 14th, what teams they will be in Madden 18. Alright, 48-hour advanced league, you guys know that. 10 p.m. Eastern Time is the advanced time. We use GroupMe. Everyone has GroupMe. So that's pretty much it for features of Madden 18 that we're going to do this year. Like I said, I considered those other things I mentioned in the beginning, but I always believe you have to crawl before you can walk. And right now we're at a crawl. And we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to crawl a little faster this year. And then hopefully by Madden 19, we'll be walking with some of those top leagues that you see doing some really cool things. They have a big buy-in from all of their league members to do those things. That is the difference. And I'm going to keep harping on that, and I'm going into Coach Morrow mode, all right? If you want this to be a top league, I need all of you to be active, participate in all these things that we're talking about, things we're talking about in the video, and really push us to that next level, all right? And like I said, we're going to get to a point where we're going to get about 20 guys pushing consistently, and the other 12 that aren't pushing, you know, we're going to have to start rolling you out and then switching you in with guys that want to push with us, all right? Sorry, getting into coach mode. Alright guys, that's it for this feature video for the PEL. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you being a part of this league. Thanks.